Hi guys, it's Johnny from Blacktop Performance coming at you with our next video, and in this one we're going to be trying to figure out why this Trail Blazer will not start. She cranks but no starting. Left the guy stranded on the highway. He had to get it towed over to here so I can take a look at her, and I'm going to show you how to diagnose a car that starts, cranks up, or will try to start, but it ain't starting. It's cranking, but a no-go. And you just, of course, I'm going to give it a good visual, check any signs of what may be going on here. Next step is we'll put a scanner on it, see what kind of codes are popping up. I'll go ahead and let you hear what she's trying to do. Notice a little key with the ignition jammed up a little bit. Service engine soon, change engine oil. Let's see what she'll do. So it acts like it wants to start. So that tells me a couple of things. Let's try one more time, see if y'all can hear this. Alright. First thing it tells me is that it has battery. Battery seems to be pretty strong. Of course, we can test that with the scanner as well. But it seems like it's got plenty of juice. It seems like it was wanting to start, like it had a little fire. So all you need to start a vehicle is fuel, fire, and air. But it's hard to say. I would say it had some fire to it. Let me grab my scanner. Don't mind the mess on the toolbox. I was working on the Dodge and haven't really straightened my toolbox section up yet. Tools are just laying everywhere. So let me grab my scanner. And let's see what we can find out here. Alright. Got my Conway scanner. Let's grab the keys. Now we can't start it and scan it, but we ought to be able to get something here. Let's see, where's our plug-in? There she is, way up under the dash here. Alright. Got our scanner plugged in, and wait a minute, nothing. Go ahead and turn the key on, but we should already have some action going on that scanner. Okay, nothing. So we have a block that ain't working here. Let's re-plug this in and make sure I got this plugged up good. Good connection, nothing in there. Alright, she's plugged in good. Still nothing. Alright.
What's up, man?
How's it going?
What'd you find?
Hold on, let me pause. Alright. Had a good neighbor come over and want to help out. I appreciate him. But let's get back onto this. So, I got a fuse block. Or not a fuse block, but the scanner block that not allowing my scanner to work. To fix that, normally you can come over here to the fuse box, wherever your fuse panel is, and look on here for something with a cigarette lighter, cigar lighter. It's usually running on an accessory such as I see cigar number 13. So we can look for number 13 on here. It looks like there it is. So there's 13. Now you can kind of get a general idea of how it's running, how your blocks are. So if I look over here in front of this big block, so you got one here and this one, it's the one that's missing. So there's your problem. We have a fuse missing here, and that's why, and that's for the cigar and cigarette lighter. So let me grab a fuse real quick, we'll slap it in there and then see if the scanner is working. 20 amp. I don't happen to have a 20, but I do have a 30. So let me just slap that in there, see if we can get the scanner working. So then we can see what's going on with this 2004 Chevy Trail Blazer. Alright, we're missing fuses in, and that's for, again, the cigar lighter. Let's close this back up. Let's try to plug our scanner back up. There we go. Let's see. Look at there. Now we have a scanner. Now we're back in business, folks. Alright. Let's turn our key on. Let me get you all situated here. Alright, so I apologize about the sunlight. It's 101 degrees out here. Alright, let's hit diagnose. And we want to read codes. So we have current and pending. Let's see what our current is. Current codes. The PO117 engine coolant temperature sensor. And I know that this has a cracked radiator. I'll show you that in a minute. The gentleman discovered it once he broke down and it was steaming, and somebody pointed out that his radiator was actually cracked. Next code, cylinder 5 misfire, PO305. So we'll have to check cylinder number 5. And a fan speed sensor circuit, PO526. Let's check his pending. PO305, cylinder 5 misfire detected, so that's definitely an issue. Ooh, we have a PO014. The B camshaft position, timing over advance. Alright. So now you know how, if you got a block and your scanner tool isn't coming on at all, check your fuse. It's either missing or blown, probably. Check for cigarette lighter fuse. Usually that's where it is, or maybe it's on another accessory. But just check all your fuses first. You want it to go out and buy a new scanner. Alright, so now we got some codes to work with. We can kind of go from there. And see what we can do about that. Let me get this camera set up so we show y'all what the first thing we're going to try to do. Alright, since we know we have a cylinder number 5 misfiring, we're going to go ahead and try to get to that cylinder. And we're going to have to take this cover off. And basically it's a 10mm bolt here. We'll have to loosen up this hose clamp. There is another 10mm bolt down there. Or let's see. Yeah, right down in there. I don't know if you can see that. 10mm bolt right down in there. Loosen that hose clamp. Take this other 10mm off. We'll have to loosen this hose clamp here and unplug this vacuum line, and I believe that's it. So let's take this tin off. We gotta unplug that connector too. Alright.
We'll take this other 10mm bolt off and we're halfway there.
Now we'll loosen up this hose clamp. You can use a flathead or an 8mm. That should be free there. There we go. We just set this to the side. Now let's unloosen this one. That should be loose enough. We'll disconnect this vacuum. It just pops right off. Set it to the side. Now we do have a little tube right here. We're gonna want to make sure that comes off with this box, air filter or breather box. Make sure nothing else hooked up there. And there we go. Now we're all disconnected. Ooh, we got some oil down in there. That's not a good sign. Quite a bit of oil. So let me sit this down. This is not good, boys. We have oil in the throttle body. No wonder we got a misfire. Looks like oil number 6. Coil 2. So basically these coils are just like a straight 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number 5 is misfiring. We're gonna pull that off and see if we got oil in that coil. And I'm gonna get a light. I can see better on number 6. But I'm not liking all that oil in that throttle body. So we're going to do some investigating there and see what's going on here. So I'll be right back. Let me get set up with some other stuff.